Okay. Okay. Hey, I think we're on. I
Nice.
I think we are on. Hey, is this David?
It's David Nesdall here.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great. I'm so excited because I'm talking to you from my new MacBook Pro computer, and it's I hear everything great. I see everything great. It's a big screen. I'm psyched. I'm happy.
Nice. Nice. You can tell. You can
Yeah.
tell there's something different.
Yeah,
There's
well, I'm
something
looking
different.
directly at you instead of off to the side like this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Awesome. And what was that?
What was what?
I think somebody just sent me a message. Okay. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to our EVH Van Halen guitar chat live. 9916 516 California time. Hello, Manny. Hello.
Hello and hello.
And thank you for all the thumbs ups. We haven't even done anything, and we have 4 thumbs ups already.
That's
Man,
awesome.
dude.
That makes up for the other from the other night.
Philip Reed Wallace. Hello, dude.
It's been a while, Philip.
Man, yeah. He's always trying to catch us live, always. And finally, there you are, man. Yeah. Yes. And Howie's here. Look at this.
Oh
It's an
wow.
all-star show
It is an all-star show.
already.
Dang.
There he is. Hey, kid. Hi. Yes. Yes. Yeah, well, congratulations on your new computer, man.
Thank you.
That's awesome, and I think you're going to be much happier. Hello, Adam. Hello. Finally, Philip. Yes, I'm reading the chat box. I've got my main computer here. Main. I'm running this thing, and
Yep.
I've got a laptop over here where I'm watching the show along with everybody else, and I see the chat box, so people that say stuff, I can read it.
Lop tap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that Jason on your shirt?
Yes. Yes,
Nice.
it is. There he is. I think it even said there he is.
Oh yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, a friend of mine made this.
Cool.
Thank you. Oh, Manny says, Johnny, I love your shirt and congrats on the Mac, Dave.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Now I just have to get my iPad fixed. I made an appointment with the Genius Bar at Apple for Tuesday, so which is the day before I get my eye operation. So I have a lot going on. Plus, I have a brand new amplifier behind me. If you guys can see that, it's a 100-watt Plexi style amp, like David Friedman's amp, made by Rock and Roll Amps. My buddy Jack here on Long Island. It sounds killer, but right now I have it on the clean channel with the Friedman Overdrive set on it. So, and it sounds unbelievable, just like you would think. It's really good. Maybe we'll give it a spin in a few minutes, but we'll wait on that.
Nice. Yeah, I was gonna go and try one the other day. I
Yeah,
swung by my local guitar center and they were out. They said the things were flying off the shelves.
yeah, yep. They
Um,
do. They absolutely do. They fly right off the shelves. It's amazing.
yeah. So they were gonna call me when they got one in.
Cool.
So I could go down and demo it and do all that. Cheers, man.
Here, let's cling. Let's cling glasses.
What's up, Pete? Hey, Stefan. Stefan's trying to join.
Oh,
I think I have to invite you to join. I think.
yeah.
I think. Although I'm not sure how long we're actually gonna be on. We're gonna take it minute by minute. I'm not sure how long we're actually gonna be doing this tonight. I've got a billion things going on over here, like you wouldn't believe. So we can talk for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh, by
yeah.
the way, did you mention? Uh, uh, you should probably text the person you're going to be leaving with before they come through that door to let you know before they get home, so you can shut the video down. so you can put, take just audio. Where'd you do that already?
No,
Are you that intelligent?
no, I can hear. Our driveway is gravel.
Oh,
I can hear when the cat walks up.
really?
Hmm.
No kidding.
So anytime anybody's here, I can hear it.
Okay.
So yeah, it's no big deal.
All right.
Yeah, and anybody who doesn't know, I'm basically where I live is basically like two rooms. It's like this room and that room. There's nothing else. I live in a teeny tiny little place. Um, so my whole setup here is basically in like a lit like that's a couch. You know, that door is the door to, you know, if
Outside.
I was to open that up, you would see my car, you would see a deer, you would see a skunk, you would see all this stuff walking by. You know,
Would you see a snake?
yeah, yeah, you'd see snakes, you'd see lizards, you'd see everything. Everything's out there.
Lizards? You have lizards in California?
Hmm.
Wow.
Everybody,
You have everybody there?
everybody is out there.
Holy moly.
You know.
Yes. Oh, we're in
Um,
HD right now.
yeah, or you are anyway. You're in HD
It just said HD. HD just popped up.
when you're on. Yeah, yeah. I'm not HD. My camera
Oh,
isn't as nice as yours.
how dare it?
You know, I got to get a new camera. I was gonna do the whole thing. You know, long time ago, I was thinking I'd get like a green screen, all that
Yes.
stuff. You know.
Oh my goodness.
Um,
Cool.
hello, Mark. Adam says I got my first EVH guitar. Nice, nice. Nobody says is Van Halen out there? Yeah, they are. They are out there. Did I ever
Closer than you think.
Did I ever tell that? Did I ever tell you about the time that Eddie Van Halen drove right by my truck?
No.
I'm not kidding either. He actually
Was
drove.
he in a Ferrari?
He was in a Porsche.
Oh.
My truck was parked on the street. He drove right past it.
Cool.
I saw him drive right by, and I waved.
Did he wave back?
I'm not lying either. I'm not kidding.
Did he wave back or did he flip you the bird?
True story. No, he didn't see me. No.
Well, a lot stranger things have happened in California.
Oh, you wouldn't believe the stuff that happens out here, man. You wouldn't believe it. Green screen Lowell, Philip says. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Although David Allen Wright, he's getting his setup all going, for doing hangouts.
Yep.
So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. He said he would once he gets everything ready, he's gonna come on here and do his thing. Remember, remember he would have like two cameras set up, one going down, showing the table, one to the side, like a light, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's gonna be like the newer version.
Cool. That'll be fun.
How you rockers doing tonight? Nick Horton says.
Yo, Nick.
Pretty good. Pretty good. We're rocking. Cheers with my Coca-Cola, Philip Reed Wallace says.
Awesome.
Yes. And so yeah. So actually Dave and I, we were actually in a hangout for like an hour, couple hours, I don't know, like about an hour ago. Although it was private. It wasn't something it wasn't like this. It was just like a private thing. He was helping me set up some of my guitars. As you can see, I've got guitars lined up here. The Music Man, the Circles, the GMW. He was actually he was helping me set up the action to that stuff right here. So
yeah,
that's what we were doing.
It's kind of tough, looking at that stuff on a computer screen, but I mean, I think we got them pretty close. We'll have to work on the Music Man just a little bit more, but we'll figure it out.
Oh shit!
Oh, did that headstock just break?
No, it didn't. It's too bad. It should have, huh? That's the one guitar where it should have broke. No, yeah. So we were doing a hangout where he was like, "Let me see, put the thing under there, turn it like this, do that, Yeah, this feels a lot better.
I could probably even get it closer if you want. You know, we can work on it and get it even better than that.
Yeah, it feels a lot better. A lot better.
Oh, do you have red springs on that?
No.
Oh no, it's just the red back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I thought those were the red noiseless springs. I'm like, there's your problem.
No, guitar's all right. It's not broken, although it's kind of out of tune. Yeah, this one's better too. The way the what would you call that?
The trem,
The trem.
the way it reacts.
The yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Man,
so
I forgot what the back of that guitar looks like without all the scrapes and scratches in it.
looks like that.
Yeah.
This one does anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hey. So yeah, I got all the guitars out. We were setting the things up. They're a lot better. A lot better. Yeah, the Music Man actually needs some work on it,
It needs some love.
apparently. So hello, Stefano.
Stefano. Stefan and Stefan. Oh.
Jimmy. Biter.
Yay! Got that one right. Fooled me.
Howdy, man. Lovely day today.
It was in the 90s today here.
It wasn't that bad here. It was nice.
Going to be in the 90s tomorrow, and then starting next week, it's going to be in the 70s.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah. The weather here was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Still fine. Still good. You know, it was a little. I think maybe is it cloudy? Yeah, a little cloudy out. Otherwise, it's okay. You know.
Yeah, I can't believe how crystal clear you look on this computer. It's amazing.
Oh wow, you can see all my wrinkles.
Oh yeah, all none of them.
Yeah. So cool. I mean, you having the new screen and everything, you can probably it's probably a total different experience then than what it was before.
It is. It is. It's amazing, and everything works. It's because I mean, when I had my old MacBook Pro, there were problems with it all over the place. There were, I had, I don't know. I really don't know. I guess I frequented too many sites that you shouldn't really frequent on a computer.
Ugh.
No.
No.
But I won't do that with this computer. I actually don't do that. So.
Well, I'd be careful though, even if you're transferring anything over from your other computer.
I'm not. I have a it's in the other room, but I have a 2 terabyte external hard drive that I put my photos and my and all my music on, and I'm not going to put it on the computer.
Yeah, I'd be careful because let's say anything that you had downloaded previously, you could put that on your new computer, and then that could open up, and you could have viruses right off the bat.
Right.
Anything that you had downloaded. Say if you had downloaded some sort of music off, BearShare or something years ago.
BearShare.
One of those kinds of things.
Wow. Kaza.
Yeah, I've never used that, but hey, Jim. He says, "Hi-yo. I got an FU tone big block for my Charvel Mutt. Should I say F it and get the brass claw and screws too? Rock on, dudes."
Why not? Go ahead and do it. I have brass claw and screws on one of my guitars, my black with the white polka dots.
How is it?
That sounds good. Doesn't sound bad.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's cool. Hey, Greg. Greg Walker. Cheers, guys. I'm drunk, he says.
Nice. Good for you.
Nobody says, Johnny, did you play the Becker Carvin guitar? Yes.
Which one?
Yeah.
Did you play the blue one?
I played them all. I've played all of them. I've played his actual guitars, in his house. Like if you see, the the different, yeah, the
Yeah,
Carvin.
the natural one with the numbers on the fretboard.
Yeah, there's several of those.
Yeah,
So
several different models from different
there's
companies.
yeah, there's the Ibanez one. That's the one that Eddie played when Eddie was at his house back in '96. He played that one. I've played that one. There's a uh, what do you call it? There's other versions of it, like newer ones.
Isn't there a Yamaha one as well? Isn't there one from Yamaha?
There
Was
might
it
be.
Yamaha that made his guitar?
Which one?
With that guitar, that with the different colored numbers on the fretboard, the natural. Didn't Yamaha make it for a while? Well, what
I'm
company
not
was
sure.
it?
I don't think
A
so.
lot of companies made that same guitar for him.
Yeah, yeah. There's been a few. There's been a few. Although I think the original, I think that's an Ibanez. Is that what I said? Or PV? Is it a PV?
That's it. PV. PV. Yes.
Maybe it's a PV. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
PV made it. Yep.
Okay. That's the one that Eddie played. Paradise Guitars makes one. Douglas says, yeah. Yeah, they were doing that some years back. Paradise Guitars was making them. Um, although I don't know if how high the quality was of those guitars. I think they were having some problems with the quality. So now, what's the company that makes them? Carvin puts them out. Starts with a K. They make the official ones now
Hmm.
for Jason. I've seen them. I've seen them at his house. I've seen them at Nam.
Well, Carvin, they really make beautiful guitars. It's just unfortunate that the only place you can get those guitars are through a catalog, a Carvin catalog. That's it. No stores carry that brand. There are no
Brand
stores that
brand
carry
new.
Carvin.
Brand new.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyone can carry a used guitar, but
Yeah.
no one, you can't get it new anywhere. So you can't go into a store and play one. It's just you buy it sight unseen, and if you don't like it, you're kind of stuck with it.
Mm-hmm. Nobody says performance made the first one. The first
Performance
number.
guitars, yes,
The
they're
first
in
numbers?
LA. They're in LA. They made guitars for Steve Vai as well, and Warren DeMartini.
Yeah, Jason has one of those performance guitars where it looks like fire.
Yeah, the flame guitar. Yeah.
He has one of those on his wall.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That original body was made by my buddy Joe Dispagni at Gem Guitars. That's his design.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the original one, the one that Joe made, is actually in a Hard Rock in LA. But
I think there's one on the GC on Sunset in the window.
yeah, I think that's the one.
Isn't that
That's
one
the
there,
actual one that Joe made. Yeah, and the reason why is because the rail, this side, if you're looking at the guitar, the underneath rail, you see how, with the cavity here, there's a little bit, for the neck to grab onto on the treble side.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on the treble side on that guitar, it's all cut. So it's like a flame, and there's nothing holding that side of the neck in. So the neck would move because there's no pocket. There's only pocket on three sides, not the fourth side. So the neck would move. And and that's why Steve played it in the going crazy video, and that's basically it, because the neck would move and it'd go out of tune real fast.
Mm-hmm. I actually took a picture of the one at Jason's house. I don't know if I can find it though. Wait, when was that? Whoa! It actually wasn't that long ago. But Douglas says there's a Carvin showroom near San Diego.
Hmm.
I was gonna say, isn't there a Carvin showroom on Sunset in Hollywood, or is that
There
right
might be.
right across from Guitar Center?
There might be because I
There's a
know that
place.
Carvin is in L.A., so there might be.
It might be it might be PV. There might be a PV showroom there. I
Hmm.
forget. I forget. It's right across Guitar Center in Hollywood. There's some other guitar uh place like a showroom. And if you don't know, those of you who don't know what a showroom is, it's basically it's like a, it's like a store for just that one brand, but
It's a storefront.
it's not even a store.
Right. It's a storefront, is what it is.
Like you
You
can't
can
go
go.
on. I don't know if you can go in there and buy the stuff, but let's say
You can probably order it.
maybe yeah, but yeah, the band I was in, the Mayfire, we had a deal with Gibson. We had an endorsement with Gibson, and I remember we were leaving on tour. It's Carvin and Sam Ash. Okay, Stefan, thank you. That's yes, that's what I thought it was. Yeah, Stefan. Um. Anyway, we were leaving to go on tour, and we ordered a couple guitars, and we stopped by the Gibson showroom in Beverly Hills. And you stop in, you go in, and it's nothing but Gibson.
Right.
All their stuff, Les Pauls, blah 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 blah.
There's one of those in Manhattan as well. There's a Gibson showroom in Manhattan as well.
Hmm. And there was also one in Austin. When we were in Austin, we stopped by there and got a couple guitars to use. But they've like it's like a mini showroom of like every different guitar that they have. Like I remember there was even a hallway with all the Kramer stuff, all the new Kramers they were making. And I remember I have some photos that I took of me holding like some of the new Berettas and stuff. I remember. Um, but yeah, it's basically it's like a storefront for that brand
Right.
is what it is.
Cool.
But I don't think you can just like go. I don't. It's not like a regular store where you can just go in and look at the stuff.
No. No.
I
Well, yes, you can. You can go in and look at stuff. Absolutely. Anyone can go in.
I don't think you.
You just can't buy. You can't buy stuff there.
Mm-hmm. Right. Right. Okay, I'm looking for that picture. I don't think I'm gonna find it though. It was before that. I don't know where it is. Anyway, when I was at Jason's house a few times ago, I took a bunch of photos of a bunch of his guitars on the walls and stuff. Oh wait, it was before that. That was no time I was there for his birthday. But I was there like some months before, and that's where I took all the photos. I remember. It would have been right after I saw Van Halen on that last tour because I remember he was asking me what I thought of the show. And I'm like, oh, it was amazing. Okay, it was before that. Anyway, I don't. Nah, nah, I don't see it. I probably backed the photos up.
Yeah.
Stefano, I'm having nachos in honor of you, Johnny.
Oh,
Nice. Nice. Hey, Vinny. Everybody's stopping by. Look at this. Look at this. Douglas says you can custom order options, whatever you want, and have it made. Oh, are you
about
talking
Carvin?
about maybe the Carvin showroom? Like
Yeah.
you order a guitar, then you show up, you can pick it up, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Blackie DH says just looked up the Carvin Place on Sunset. It is permanently closed, apparently.
Oh.
Blackie says.
Womp, 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 womp.
I remember seeing the place though last time I was at that Guitar Center on Sunset. I remember across the street, you see like the the Sam Ash, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Greg Walker says not really, just drinking some smoking loon. Oh, that's some good stuff, dude.
That's the Eddie drink. That's the old Eddie drink.
It was. That's actually pretty good wine. I used to
Is
drink
it
that.
really?
Yeah, we get that out here. The cab. The what was it? I used to mix it. I used to have a glass of smoking loon with what else would I pour in there?
Ginger ale?
Either ginger
Tonic water?
Orange Gina.
Yeah.
You know Orange Gina?
Sure.
I would mix.
Orangina.
I would mix what?
Orangina.
Orangina?
Yeah.
It's not Orange Gina?
No.
It's orange though.
Gina's not orange.
I've always called it Orange Gina. Okay. What'd you call it?
Orangina.
Orange. Okay. Anyway, I used to mix that with a smoking loon. Have a few glasses of that, and you're good to go, man. Next day, though, you're just like, oh.
You got to have another one when you first wake up.
Wine gives you the worst headaches. The worst headaches, you know. I used to do that, and then I would have what would you call it? Anyway, drinking water tonight.
Good for you. Nothing wrong with water. Good old water.
Hey, Johnny, is that a gold top behind you? A PV?
No, he's looking at your Music Man.
Ernie Ball Music Man. Johnny, is that a Jason Becker shirt? Yep. Friend of mine made it. It was made for one of his benefits that he was at. That if you ever see the movie, if you ever see the documentary, Jason Becker, Not Dead Yet.
Mm-hmm.
You ever see that? At the very end of that documentary, he goes to a club in San Francisco and goes to a concert. And if you actually watch the video, watch that ending, you can actually see me walking into the club with him and his family.
Cool.
You'll notice me because of the hat and the. I kind of look like this.
That's you, all right, man. That's funny.
That is me. Thank you very much. What did you say, Joey?
Yes.
Zebra 3 Vault. I get this letter in the mail today, and it's decals. Look at these really nice decals, and yeah, they look just like me. Those are my glasses, definitely. Where'd you get that, man?
So funny. Truth.
Yes. Look at this. Yeah. Thank you very much, man. Thank you. I got that. Oh, and I also got in the mail where is it?
Tuning pegs.
I got tuners. For this neck.
Woohoo!
There they are. Yes.
Awesomes.
I want to say Russell
Tabor.
Thank you. Russell Tabor sent these in. So
you guys rock.
I'm closer to having a real guitar. Right now my air guitar is a little neck heavy. See, we like to have fun here. No seriousness allowed on this show.
Nope. No
Johnny, can I get a guitar pick? Yeah, of course. Yeah, just message me where to send it, man. I'll send it to you.
Oh, you got white ones now.
Well, I've had them for years and years. Yeah, but yeah, if anybody wants a Johnny Beane guitar pick, here's what you got to do.
Subscribe.
Well, yeah, subscribe to this channel, although you probably are, most likely. I've got a Facebook page. Go to Facebook, look up guitarist Johnny Beane. Like that page. Send me a message. Like the page. Send me a message through that page with an address, and I'll send you a pic. Okay. Yeah, I've got different ones. I got blue ones. I got black ones. Yeah, I have all kinds of them. Official Johnny Beane guitar pick. Yeah, I've been sending them out to people for years.
Official.
Yeah, since the MySpace days, man. I used to have a whole album on MySpace dedicated to people that I sent pics to, and it was all pictures of them like holding the pics and stuff. I should actually do that again. I did. That was years ago. I did that. I had like tons and tons of photos.
Do you even know how much money you spend in stamps just to send a guitar pick? What's wrong with you?
Well, it depends on where you send it. Depends. Although sometimes people do say, "Hey, man, I'll send you, $1 or whatever." I'll, sometimes people do donate, Although I don't, if you go and you like my Facebook page, then that's worth $1.
Johnny, what's the best nation in the world?
The Dalmatian.
All right, the Dalmatian.
That's what I always say. I say, Howie, he's from the Dalmatian. But yeah, what? Somebody just sent me a message. Who was that? Hey.
Ding.
Yeah, since we've been using this chat box, then my phone doesn't go off anymore. Vinny says, oh, he has a lot of questions here. There's billions of them. Oh, here's one. Here's one from the other day that I didn't see. Quick question for me. What do you think of Sting's solo albums? I think they get a little more sleepier as they go along. But his first one, his first one was probably the best one to me. Dream of the Blue Turtles. That's a great album. That's a great one. Everything else after that,
If you love somebody.
Yeah, that's the best one, man.
Yeah.
That's actually Alan Garber and I. We had a whole discussion on that. We had a whole hangout talking about Sting, Andy Summers. It's on the channel. Just search, do a search for Sting on the channel here, and you'll come across that. Vinny says wine doesn't bother me. I'm Italian. And he also says I got your guitar picks and they rock. Thank you, man. Thank you. And also, Jim, is it Nicholson's?
There's an S at the end of it now. Nicholson's, man.
There is an S at the end. I can see it.
No, it's Nicholas.
Nicholas. He says those guitars from Eat 'em and Smile tour were my favorites. Vi had a cool guitar covered in Playboy centerfolds. I remember that.
Yeah, that's a performance guitar. Yeah.
It had an early version of the Monkey Grip.
Yes, it did.
I remember that guitar. Well, of course, at the age I was, you see that guitar, you're like, oh, wow, that's awesome. Even though now I wouldn't touch the thing, but, back when you're, 4 years old, it's cool. By the way, Dave sounds much better tonight, Blocky DH says.
Thank you.
You sound better?
Because I sound better?
Quality-wise, or you actually sound like you've been like screaming or something.
Really?
You sound like you're losing your voice.
Little hoarse?
I noticed that earlier.
I'm a little hoarse? Just a little bit of a horse?
Yeah, just a little. Did you notice?
Yeah, my throat hurts a little bit.
Okay.
I was yelling a bunch when I couldn't get this computer to do its thing. And
that's what it is.
I had like I said on the old computer to try to get all the music off of it. I was using that external drive, and I didn't realize that you had to um, what's the word called? Like set, you had to like kind of turn the drive on, like you had to. What's the word called when you have to initialize something? You had to
Oh,
initialize the drive.
format.
Format, yes. I had to format the drive, and I didn't know that. So I'm like, why isn't this working? And I'm freaking out, and yelling at everyone.
You had to
Yelling,
format. You had to
yelling
format.
at poor
Format
Brandy
it.
and the cats only wanted love, and I'm like, get away from me!
Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. You got to format those things for Mac or Windows. The drives. I got some of those things. Where are they? I've got
I don't
several
know.
of them. I've got several of them.
This is what mine looks like. Mine is in the other room, but it looks like this. I don't know. I can't get this. Where's the thing? Looks
It's on
like
the
one
top.
of these. Yeah, looks like one of these things. Looks like a little orange raft.
That is that is weird.
Why is it weird?
That's I don't know. Look like toys.
Mm. Here, this is another one.
That's wow. I've never seen those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, mine look like little black boxes. You know, when I back up my computer, when I back up a bunch of stuff, I don't know what. Usually they're like in a pile. Hmm. Somewhere. Oh yeah, somebody just sent me a message. Yes, thank you. Just like that.
What's the message?
Asking for a guitar pick.
Nice.
Yeah, the page you want to like, it looks like this on Facebook. It's guitarist Johnny Beane is what it is. It looks like this. I don't know how much of this I should show.
What's the difference?
I don't know if it shows anything it shouldn't be shown. Now Vinny just sent me a message. Oh, asking why people put picks in their mouth. All right, so it looks like this. That's what the page looks like. That's the avatar. It says guitar player. Um, and then let's see who sent the message. Drew Burrington. Hey Johnny, I love the live chats. Can I have a pic? Thanks, Drew. And then he sent me an address to send. Yes, that's exactly what you want to do. Awesome. Awesome, man. Yeah, yeah. And they're asking if you like my page, will you start getting my newsletters? uh well, I don't spam people. That's the one thing I don't do. You know, a lot of people, like to spam and say, "Hey, look at me, looky." You know, I've never been like that. You know, to me, that's very, I don't know.
Rude.
It's not really cool, you know, because in the MySpace days, that's all you got where people said, "Hey, would you give us a chance? Come look at our page." And it just, ah, it was
You're
horrible.
a piece of spam.
It was horrible. Yeah, yeah. So I don't spam people. I never have. I've never actually, for years, I've never asked people to even subscribe to the channel. I've never done that. You know, to me that looks just what do you call it? It just seems like I don't know.
Please subscribe, please.
Yeah, it seems desperate. Telling people to like your pages and subscribe to your stuff, whatever. So I never did that ever. And then just lately I've started doing that. you know? Oh, here we go. Here's another one. Joseph, hey, can I get a pic? Okay, he sent me
Adam,
an
thank you
address.
so much.
Yeah.
Thanks for that text, Adam, and I will look you up.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So as far as newsletters, No, I'm not gonna spam you with newsletters saying, look at me. But I do post on that page, so you will see, within your feed, you will see posts. But I don't post all day every day, I'll post like these videos, like what we do here. I'll post them, I'll post them there. I'll post, guitar, interesting things, you know. And so it's not all about me, but it's, you know, I think it's good. I think it's
All
good.
about me. All about me. All about me.
Yeah. Yeah. No, Tim, that's
Someone,
embarrassing.
someone should take that little snippet where you said it's not all about me and just cut out the not, so that people just hear all about me, all about me.
I don't know. I think it's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed right now
Yeah.
being on here. I'm
I'm
embarrassed.
embarrassed.
I'm sitting here right now. I'm embarrassing myself. It's
I'm
what I'm doing.
embarrassed looking at you.
It's what I'm doing. You know?
I'm embarrassed that I'm even talking to you.
Adam, Johnny, you rock. You're not pushy at all. Thanks. Well, no, I'm not. No, I'm not pushy. You know?
You should see how he talks to me when we're off air, though. He's very pushy.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like Dave, please, button your shirt a little bit,
He said, "But
Comb your hair a little bit. Come on. Put on a Van Halen shirt.
no, I don't wear
Yeah.
concert shirts.
I've never, well, yeah, I don't either. But, I'm wearing this because he's actually a friend of mine, but yeah, I've never seen you in anything with any kind of graphic
I don't do it.
ever.
I never do it. I wore one yesterday. I wore a Harley Davidson T-shirt because I used to ride a Harley.
Hmm.
And when I sold my bike, I stopped wearing them. But I was like, "Oh, that's a cool shirt. I'll put it on." And I put it on yesterday.
Hmm.
But I never. I don't like. I don't like wearing shirts with stuff on it. I'm not 15 anymore.
I don't, I,
I'm not saying. I'm not saying about anyone else. Anyone else can wear whatever they want. I just don't like it. I don't want. I don't want to do it. I never buy T-shirts from, like, when I go to concerts. I never buy those shirts. Although, you can't call me a cheap son of a gun because I do enjoy spending money, but I just don't. I don't buy shirts. Like, I'll buy a tour book before I buy a shirt with a band's name on it or something. I just don't do it.
I used to buy I used to go to shows. Well, not that I don't. I mean, I do. But when I was younger, I used to go to shows and yeah. It was all about saving up
I'll tell you
to
why.
get one of everything.
I'll tell you why. When I
You
worked
know?
when I worked at Manny's Music in the '90s, it was those guys in that department, in the guitar department, were some of my best friends. But it was a very cutthroat. Like, the way they told you they loved you is by making fun of you. If I don't make fun of you, I I don't really care about you. But if I razz you, if I make fun of you, the more I make fun of you, the more I like you, actually. And that was the way they lived. That's the way we all reacted towards each other. And back then, I'd wear, like, the Tools of the Trade shirt, where it says on the front, it says Tools of the Trade, and on the back was, like, every style of guitar and all that stuff. And I got made fun of incessantly because of those shirts. What do I don't want to say what I want to say, but I would get made fun of because of those shirts and the stuff on them. So I decided, back in the '90s, that I would never wear a shirt with anything on it anymore. Everything has got to be plain. I don't care what color the shirt is. I'll wear a pink shirt, but there's got to be nothing on it.
Hmm. Hmm. Actually, the only concert shirts that I've got this one because this was actually from a show. And I have a. Do I still have that? I've got a Melanie C T-shirt.
That's very funny that you say that because my ex-wife's name was Melanie and her last name was Cowan. Her maiden name, so
It's her,
Melanie C.
It's her initials. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very funny.
Yeah.
That's bizarre.
But you probably don't know. Probably don't know who Melanie C is, though, do you?
No, I don't.
See, yeah.
I do know a Melanie C.
I didn't think you would.
She still is a hot number. I'll tell you. Even though she's my ex, she's gorgeous, fantastic. She's just an ex.
Yeah. 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 Anyway, yeah, I went to go see Melanie when she was she played a show in San Francisco. This was in 2000, 2001, something like that, and it was a great show. It was awesome. Awesome. Anyway, I got a T-shirt, and yeah, I think I still have that T-shirt. I think that's the thing.
Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt.
Got the T-shirt. But actually, yeah, Mike, I wear the same T-shirts like for years, right? Vinny, Vinny knows who that is. You're right, Vinny. Yeah. Actually, I met her before the show too. It was pretty cool. Vinny.
So funny. It's funny, Rob. Oh, I'll be there 15 minutes late. He's not even going to show up tomorrow. I guarantee it. He's not coming here tomorrow.
Oh, at your house?
Yeah, says he is. He ain't coming. Says he's leaving his house at 7 o'clock in the morning to be here by 10:30. I bet she doesn't show up at all. He ain't coming.
Vinny. Me too, Vinny. He's sending me messages. Douglas says my work shirts came from the thrift store for $3 each. I don't care what they say.
Now that's cool. That's cool.
The ruder the better.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. I used to shop at a what do you call it?
Old Navy?
No, that's where I shop now. No, I used to shop at thrift shops. What do you call it? Salvation Army?
Yeah, Salvation Army, sure.
What's the other one? Anyway, yeah, I used to get all my shirts at those places all the time. So I used to wear like the weirdest stuff, shocker. Soccer. I used to wear a lot of soccer jerseys.
Yeah.
All the time.
Shocker.
Work shirts. I still have I have an Orkin Man shirt.
Nice.
Orkin. Yeah. It's always fun wearing that and walking into a restaurant, People give you some looks like, wait a minute, why is that guy here? Wait a minute, is this really chicken?
Nope.
Yeah.
Octopus.
Yeah. But concert T-shirts or whatever. I used to have so many. I used to have the Police, not from a show, like a vintage one from '83. I had one. I used to wear that, although it was always kind of too small for me. I had that one. But if you want to talk about Van Halen T-shirts, I had probably at least 100 of them, different ones. Back in the day,
And now you have what, 150 of them?
No, now I have none. I have one. I know where it is. It's in the loft right up there. But it's not even a real shirt. It's a bootleg. It's a bootleg. Oh. It's a bootleg shirt from the Balance tour.
I don't understand how you could have anything bootlegged.
That you buy out of the parking lot. Well, I got the shirt, 21 years ago.
So I'll tell you, now that you said that, I'll tell you a quick story, very funny story. It was 1990 or 91, whenever Steve Vai was in Whitesnake. I can't remember. I think it was 90. And and I was my car was in the shop for something, and I had my dad's car, and I had a couple buddies in the car with me. And in the glove compartment of his car is where he kept his police tin, his badge, one of his badges. So, so we're leaving the show, and it was fantastic. And there's people selling shirts all over the place, all over the place. So I go up to this one guy, and I'm young, young and dumb. So he didn't realize that God forbid something could happen. This guy could pull out a machete and kill all of us. So I go up to the guy. So how much are the shirts, man? It's like, oh, they're like $10 a piece. I'm like, great. How many you got? He's like, I don't know, 25. I'm like, well, and I pulled out my dad's badge. I said, how about I take all these shirts and you don't go to jail tonight? And he handed them all over.
Oh.
And we left with like 25 white snake shirts. I just gave them to everybody.
Oh my God. I don't know what's more illegal.
No, what I did was so illegal. I should be put in jail right away absolutely. I should. That's like an offense. You get put in jail for like 10 years for that, for impersonating an officer. But like I said, I was young and dumb, and just showing off in front of my buddies. And it happened to work out that time, but it could have gone very bad.
Oh.
But I take all your shirts and you don't go to jail tonight.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's wow.
It's crazy.
Was that the only time you ever did that?
That's the only time I ever did that. Because as I got older, I'm like, well, that was just a dumb move. That guy, what if he was a cop?
That could have been.
Yeah.
He might be now.
And that would have been the best case scenario. What if he, like I said, what if he had a gun in his, he could have shot us all.
Man. So that was in 1990.
1990, yeah.
That was 26 years ago?
Yeah. I was 20.
Has it been 26 years since then? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Yeah, I was 20 years old.
Wow. But more importantly, you saw Whitesnake live.
I did. I saw them in 87 though, too. I saw them in 87 and 90.
Oh, 87. That must have been insane.
It was great. Yeah.
That was Here I Go Again.
That was this. That was this.
There you go.
That was Still the Night, man. That was great.
Still the Night. That must have been. That was when they were their biggest.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah. It was insane.
You couldn't turn on MTV without seeing what's her name rolling around on the top of the hood of the car.
Oh yeah, I know. I know all about it.
What's her name? Tawny?
Tawny Katane.
Tawny Katane? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, she's a mom now.
She's a MILF now.
If you follow her on Instagram, it's all she's a grandma now.
She's a GILF.
I know.
That's quite disgusting.
She's probably a great grandma by now.
Oh, she's a g.
A gilf.
Is that like a giggity type thing?
Yeah, I think it's pretty close to that. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Whitesnake. Yes.
That's so funny.
Greg Walker says, sober for now. What is your preferred fret wire for building guitars? First, smoking loon down. You drink a whole bottle? I used to drink a whole bottle of smoking loon.
But does he drink it from the bottle? It's in a glass.
Hey, that's like the old Dean Martin. You ever listen to Dean Martin?
Yeah.
The Rat Pack?
Yeah.
That's one of their jokes. Yeah, Dean Martin. It was something like, my grandmother, she's 100. My grandmother's 106 years old and doesn't need glasses. She drinks right out of the bottle.
That's probably what's keeping her alive. She's like drinking formaldehyde.
Yeah. Actually, for a lot of you Van Halen fans, David Lee Roth actually took a lot of their old one-liners and used them. A lot of the stuff that Roth said, a lot of his jokes kind of like that, were taken from Dean Martin.
Sammy Davis. A lot of it.
Sammy Davis. All those guys. What's the guy? He was always his whole shtick was that he was always really drunk. What was his name? He was always on.
Red
He was
Skelton?
no. I think he had like a beard. He was kind of an older guy at the time too.
Yeah, I know. I thought it was Red
Um,
Skelton.
no, I can't think of his name, but that was his whole deal. Dean Martin actually had a TV show, and he used to do skits on his show. And he'd walk in, and he'd be super hammered, but that was his his thing,
Dick.
shtick. Yeah, yeah. Look up Dean Martin show on YouTube, and you'll see all these scenes of this guy and him sitting at a bar. And yeah, it's the other guy. That's the guy I'm talking about. That was actually one of his jokes too. They had all those jokes. Um, the roast guy. Yeah, man, those are my favorite things to watch. Are those roasts?
Oh, I love roasts.
Those old ones? Not the new Rob Lowe one. I didn't see that,
No,
but
but the what's his name?
Bob Hope, roast, all those guys, Dean Martin, Sammy, all those dudes. To watch those things.
The best one was Don Rickles' host.
Oh, dude.
Don Rickles' roast was the best. It was the best.
Don Rickles, man. Yeah, if you ever search YouTube and watch some Johnny Carson with Don Rickles and Dean Martin, with all those guys together, that's the best stuff you've ever seen in your life. So funny. So funny, man.
Yeah.
That's what I like. That's what I watch. That's what I look at. Foster Brooks, Mark Taylor, thank you. That's him, Foster Brooks. The guy wears a stick where he's totally hammered.
I would never have remembered that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hilarious. Okay. I think we do have some questions. Jimmy Biter, I just picked up a crate. The amplifier. GT212 solid state for $95. Not a bad deal, and it sounds good.
Yeah, that's not a bad deal at all.
Nice.
That's great.
Nice. I hear the older crates are killer, Jimmy. Blacky DH says. My first amp was a crate. I still have it. It was like a one. Is it a 112? Or a 110?
Probably a 110. I mean, it could be a 112.
It was an old. I have it. It's sitting right over there. It's behind my 5150. But yeah, they're good sounding amps.
Yep.
I actually played at the entire auditorium one time using that amp, believe it or not. It was mic'd up, had a mic in front of it, but it was, luckily I wasn't, in the audience. I would have been like this. No, it probably didn't sound too bad because it's really not bad sounding amp. Huh? Hey, 802 Blues. Hey, okay, let's see. So anyway, Greg, so you drank the whole bottle of Smoking Loon? Oh, he says he was kidding. Oh, okay. Yeah. I could drink a whole bottle of that and be feeling pretty good. But yeah, the next day though, man. Talk about a headache.
Man.
Wine, yeah, wine. If you don't, what's the deal? Beer before liquor? What's the saying?
Yeah, beer doesn't. Well, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is because I don't drink.
Beer before liquor, never been sicker. Is that it?
Blicker?
Whisker. Whiskey before beer, never fear. Is that? Do I have that backwards? Although you really shouldn't be mixing your beers and your wines, though. I'll tell you that. That's no. Although whiskey and beer, that's go for it. What's the thing you don't want to mix? You don't want to mix tequila with anything, right?
No, the tequila comes at the end of the night, and it brings like 9 friends with it.
Candy is dandy, liquor is quicker, Adam says. Oh. Yeah. Liquor
I was always a fan of, liquor in the front, poker in the rear.
That's what Bill just said. Bill Comporis just said that liquor in the front, poker in the back is what he said. Ah, I'm drinking water and look at me. I'm I'm partying on this and I'm all out. Willy Wonka, biatch. Oh. Oh man.
I don't think I've ever seen you laugh quite like that. That's like almost like a belly laugh.
Yeah, and I'm not even on anything at all. Wine and beer is the worst hangover ever. 802 Blue says. Oh, dude. Although I'll tell you, I drank my brother-in-law and we shared a bottle of Cabo Wabo one night. This was my birthday, like 10 years ago. We went to the local Beverages and More. Was that it? Yeah. Do you have those out there?
I don't know. We have
No?
we have beverages out here, but not.
Not no more of them.
No.
Yeah, we went when I got one with the Cabo Wabo, the original.
Yeah, the tall one.
I mean, if you follow any of those, redheads online, they all talk about how they want the blue bottle, like that's like
Yeah.
the one they want or whatever.
Yeah, sure, the blue bottle.
Now they're like they're just clear because Sammy doesn't even own that company anymore, but they want the original blue bottles or whatever. Blue bottle, I said.
Blue bodies.
Oh, Adam has a blue one. A bottle? Yeah. So anyway, from my birthday 10 years ago, we went and got, one of the, like that. And we shared that night. And we were playing, we had two computers set up. And we were playing like, it was either James Bond online or was Battlefront out by then? Star Wars Battlefront? Star Wars? Anyway, playing one of those. And we're just, going. And by the end of that night, I was seeing triple. It was bad. It was bad. But the next day, I really didn't feel that horrible.
Oh.
And my brother-in-law says, "Well, yeah, that's because it's quality stuff. It wasn't like, the better the quality of the stuff, the less the hangover.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was feeling bad, but it wasn't that bad. And I do have video somewhere. I mentioned this recently. I have video of me in the car chugging a V8.
Yeah.
That was the next day. Yeah. I don't know why that was even filmed. I have no idea.
Dang.
You think that the night before should have been on video. Oh, Ron says, Ozzy says, wine is fine, but whiskey's quicker. Huh? Jimmy says, Rumpelmints? Huh? Rumpelmints is a bad hangover. So is Keystone beer. Never had the Keystone.
Neither have I.
I know it's yeah. Is that like Schlitz?
Schlitz.
Schlitz. That was the thing back in the day. That was everybody. I mean, before my generation, before
my
yours.
grandfather used to drink that.
Yeah, obviously before us, people that are a little bit older than us, maybe 10 years older, maybe in
a little bit.
Schlitz, 10, 20 years older, Schlitz was the thing. In the 70s, if you were able to drink in the 70s, it was all about Schlitz. And I believe that was Eddie's main thing too, apparently. Schlitz. That's how he did the I guess we should probably talk about Van Halen now, huh? The can for Intruder, doing the sound in Intruder, that was a Schlitz can, is what that was.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. Mark Taylor says, I never get a hangover with Crown Royal.
I don't think we talked about Van Halen at all yet.
Good. I'd rather not. Sammy Tequila was great. At least I think so. Adam says. No, no, I know you guys love it when we talk about Van Halen, so that's why we're here. You know. Although, yeah, we'll talk about whatever you guys want. Animal
Well, we
beers,
can only talk about it for a little while longer.
Jimmy says. Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, I'll let you know when we got it. When we got it.
Well, I'll let you know when it's too, because I haven't eaten dinner yet, and I still have to go get something to eat.
Uh-oh. Gray. A Grand Manier? Manier? Grand Man is my drink of choice, Jimmy says. Deco just commented on my post, although I can't see it because I'm not on Facebook. Rumpel. Adam says, Rumpel Stillskin?
Oh, Rumple Foreskin?
Yeah. Well, I always say wrinkled foreskin. That's what I say. Blackie DH says PBR. PBR, that stuff.
It's water.
That has kind of like a peppery taste to it, doesn't it? Like something about it. Practice amps. Any opinions? Blackie DH says. Here you
go. That's not a practice amp.
It could be. You can practice with it.
No, you really can't. I own one. I know. Practice amps. Depending on how much you want to spend, I would say the best bang for the buck would be a Line 6 Spider 112, because you're going to have a lot of good sounding overdrive in the amp. You're going to have delay and reverb and chorus and all that stuff that you want. Back in 2007, 2008, and the 2012 tour, that's what Eddie used backstage when he was when they were in the dressing rooms. He was using a Spider 112 as his practice amp. The last tour he used an EVH 5150 112 combo, but before that it was a Spider 112, and he, good enough for him to use backstage and to practice with. It's good enough for anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of great. Tube or solid state? I mean, tube is always the way to go, but it really depends.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some solid state stuff out there that's good.
Yes.
For practicing, I mean.
For practicing. Not using a band, though. Not with a band.
Mark, who's asking, says, I use a Roland Microcube. Dude.
They're great, too.
I got one right there. I forgot about it.
You have a red one or a black one?
I've got the black one. The Microcube. It has the built-in effects on the top.
Yeah, they sound great. Absolutely.
That's my my rehearsal amp for rehearsals with this one band I'm playing with. Believe it or not, because we rehearse in their living room, and it's loud enough. It's fine. It's totally cool.
Look at that.
With drums. Oh yeah, there's Howie. Hey man. Hey, oh, he's yawning. Hey. Yeah. Yeah, the Microcube though, man. Yeah, great amp. Great amp. I would suggest that. The Roland. The Microcube.
Tell him say something.
Who? Howie?
Oh.
Howie. Say something.
I heard that. He said, "Oh."
Howie. Speak.
Nope.
Yeah.
W.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll be doing that shortly. The W. Nobody says PV except no substitutes. Yeah, PV. Oh, I had a great PV amp, practice amp. It was a bass amp. Or was it a keyboard amp? I don't know what it was. But I used to play bass through it. It was like a small thing, but it sounded great with the guitar. Guitar sounded great through it.
As long as you put like a rat pedal in it.
Well, yeah. Well, I meant just clean. clean. It sounded great. Lucky DH says, "Cool. How about the PV Valve King 20 watt?
Yeah, a Valve King. Yeah, sounds good.
Those are cool." Stefano says the Fender Mustangs are pretty good as well.
I've never tried one.
Nobody has a PV Nano. Huh? You mean nobody has one at all?
Not anybody.
Not anyone. Mark, who's asking, says, "Yo, Howie. Yo." Yeah, he's chilling out. He's right here. He knows it's time for the W
So funny.
shortly. Howie's right here. You got the two cats perched on the fence. I know you can't see this, but on the fence, and then there's a perch up higher that both cats are sitting there hanging out. Chickens are I think in the yard. Yeah. Yes. Oh, and Stefano just said I use the Fender Mustang 3. What's that word? Oh, with the clean and add the 5150 overdrive pedal to it.
Huh.
Cool. Richard Schick. Hey, Richard says I use a PV Classic 20.
They're great
Nice.
too.
Yeah, those are awesome. I used to have the PV Classic. Is there a Classic 30 as well?
Yeah.
With the tweed?
Yeah. So is
I
the
used
20. The 20 is 10 watts instead of 15.
And they're tube.
Yeah.
They're tube. I used to have the Classic 30. And you know how I was telling you the other day how I have like guitars that have like vanished?
Yes.
You know? That was the amp. That amp disappeared.
Right in thin air.
Yeah. And that was a great amp. I wish I still had that or something like that.
Crazy.
Art Tabor. Hey, thank you again, man. Art Tabor. I don't know if you were here. You were here earlier. Look at that. Thank you very much. He sent in the Machine Heads.
Machine Head. Great song.
Anyway, Art Tabor is saying, any news on the new EVH gear when it's going to be available?
What new EVH gear?
The new EVH gear.
But what is it?
The new one.
The new one what?
Well, I mean, the stuff that was new already. Or maybe you're asking when the stuff's because a lot of the stuff.
Oh, when it's going to ship?
Like a lot of the stuff that. Yeah, like
the El Natural and the striped Wolfgang.
Yeah.
In October. Yeah. By the end of October.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I see all that stuff at NAMM.
Yeah.
You know, and then a lot of times I'll see it at NAMM, and then some of the stuff I'll never see again. Uh-huh. You know, because you don't see that. You know, a lot of stuff you have to order.
Uh-huh. Somebody home?
You know, no, not yet. Is what's new in 2016 on their site? Maybe that, Adam says. Yeah. Well, I haven't seen it, but yeah, that probably shows the those new guitars, the new amp.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
EL34 amp. I don't know when that's coming out.
Jimmy Biter says Classic 30 is great. Yes, those are awesome. Those are very, very cool. Jimmy says, Blackie, if you want to play quietly, solid state. If it's not an issue, go tube. Yeah, because with solid state, you get the same sound no matter what. Tubes, you either have to let them warm up or you have to crank it to get, an actual sound out of it.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, just are we going to be on Monday night? Are we doing this Monday night?
I don't know.
Well, why not?
I don't know. Are we? Well,
Well, I'm going to say this now. If we are actually on Monday night, we'll be drawing for the mailbox Monday night.
I'll be here Monday. I don't have any appointments Monday.
Okay, so we'll do
Oh,
a
wait.
drawing. We'll do a drawing Monday night for the mailbox.
Actually, no. I might not be here Monday.
Oh.
I just realized.
Ooh.
Tuesday,
Well,
I have
maybe
to.
Wednesday. How about Wednesday night? Because actually, my surgery is Thursday. So if we're on Wednesday night, we could do it Wednesday night.
Wednesday looks good.
Okay, so we'll do it Wednesday night.
Okay. Okay. Mailbox. Do you have a mailbox?
Do I have the mailbox?
A.
I do have a mailbox.
Use a mailbox. I've
Well,
used it.
actually, it's more like a mail slot. It's in my door. The slot, they put the mail through the slot in the door.
Mm-hmm. I've used a PO box for the last 20 years.
Well, you should stripe it up.
Yeah. Well, I'm always moving, so it's always changing. um, yeah, I've used it. Yeah, PO box for so long.
I don't know how the post office would like you to stripe them up, but I don't think they would like that too much.
No, they wouldn't dig that. Yeah, I open the thing up. I spray paint in the guy's face as he's putting the letter in.
Very funny.
That wouldn't be nice at all.
No.
Wouldn't be nice for anybody.
No.
Okay.
How many people we got watching?
32.
Oh boy.
Dave wants to leave. He's got something better to do later, apparently.
Well, I'll be talking to David Friedman.
That's cool, man. Tell him I said hey.
I will.
I might have actually. I might have met him at NAMM at some point. Hey. Oh, Brian the Geek says, "Good luck for your surgery."
Thank you. Thank you very much.
A fast, speedy recovery, he says.
It is pretty fast. It's a couple days. I'm just this eye. I'm getting this eye. I have a cataract in my left eye, so I'm getting it taken away. And what they do is they put a new lens in, and it takes a couple days for it to just seat in the eye, and you can't lift anything for a couple days, but then you're fine. So I had the right eye done already, and it was pretty simple. So.
Cools. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, because Dave, he has to eat, and then he's doing something later. And Howie needs his W, right? I know you do.
Come on, tell him to speak.
Yeah, speak.
Yes. He has to do that at least once each time.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, yeah, Howie has a Facebook page as well. If you like Howie, you can actually like him for real. Go to Facebook, Howie Beane, HOWIEBEANE, and you can like Howie's page. He's actually friends with Cody Van Halen in real life, by the way. I'm not joking either. So it's pretty cool. Dogs are actually friends. I'm really excited because the cats he's not like cats for a long time, but he's so used to seeing these two cats out there, and the cats, they're not scared of anything. Cats that live outside in the country, they've seen it all, right? So we can actually walk Howie by the cats, and there's nothing. They ignore each other. They don't care. Although that's probably not hard for you to believe because you have cats and dogs that live together.
Yeah, I have a dog and 3 cats, and they love each other. They all.
Oh, yeah.
They don't fight at all. But my dog, we have feral cats that walk out in the yard. That my my next door neighbor loves to feed, and my dog hates them. Like she'll chase them. She'll never catch them, but she'll chase them.
Mhm. Okay. Okay, real quickly. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap it up. Jimmy, giving me some killer tones. I've always had a soft spot for my Ampeg VH140C.
Nice.
Those are good. Those are good. I had an Ampeg head for a little while. I think it was a bass. I think it was a bass head actually, but I'd play guitar through it. I think Nesdal. Mm-hmm. Good night, Dave. Richard Chick,
Night.
tell Dave the mini Perlite tuners heads for my 98 PV Wolf special from the StewMac, and they fit. I just ordered the trem brass block for it as well.
Awesome. Who's that from?
Richard Chick.
Oh, very cool.
Richard Chick. Douglas
Nice.
says dogs are people too, which is definitely true.
They are.
And some people are real dogs.
Yeah,
You know,
they are.
the B word. And then Adam says, "Do you get to meet Cody's owner?" Yes, I've met both of his parents. Very nice people. Okay. All right. I think we're good. Have a good night, 802 Blues.
Take care, everybody.
Yes. Okay. Cool. All right. Thank you everybody for watching this stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed, although you probably are. Or maybe you're not. I don't know. If you dig this kind of thing, subscribe. You'll get more stuff like this and much more. I also do a daily podcast, which I guess I'll do later on.
Yeah, we'll probably do that later.
Like a wrap up. We can wrap up this. We can wrap up, what you were doing, tonight.
Yeah.
Vinny says he'll be praying for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I gotta go because I have to actually leave the house to get some dinner.
Yes. All right. Yeah, you can split.
All right. I'll talk to everyone soon. See you later, Johnny. I'll talk to you in a couple hours.
Okay.
Later.
All right. See you, man. Well, there he goes. And watch, the quality just got like 1,000,000 times better, didn't it? Super clean. Watch, he'll probably jump back in if he sees me still on here. Yeah. Actually, I can answer a few more questions for you. I don't have to bolt right away, although I kind of do, but not really. But yeah, good night to everybody whoever's going to split. What was I saying? Oh wow, the cats are actually playing. Wow. Man, what was I gonna say? Anyway, thank you guys for watching this stuff. I really appreciate it. I really dig it. People dig, watching these things. They're a lot of fun to do. It's great talking about this stuff. Talking about Edward's, his guitars, his gear, his effects, his songs, his music, everything, his technique, all of it. It's great. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun stuff to talk about. We learn new things when we talk about this stuff. Adam says, JB, I just got the new EVH standard from FedEx. Do you think I should get a setup? I think maybe. It depends on what it's. A lot of guitars they don't ship in cases. Like that guitar is most likely a box within a box, right? It wouldn't hurt to get it set up. But wherever you got the guitar from, I don't know if they have any kind of what the return policy is. I don't know. But yeah, I would definitely, if you know anything about guitars, I would look it over. And if something seems a little off, a little weird, I would take it in to get looked at. A setup, doesn't hurt. Uh, you know, came from Sam Ash, mail order. Hmm. Hmm. They probably set the thing up before they sent it to you. I mean, it was probably set up from the factory to get to them, but I would say a setup, a fresh setup wouldn't hurt. A 45-day return policy. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah. Just pickups are still covered in plastic. Nice. 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 Cool. Yeah. Yeah. I'd get it set up, you know. So anyway. All right, I got to split. Thank you for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. Subscribe, thumbs up, and again, if you want a guitar pick, Johnny Beane guitar pick. Oh, whoops, where is it? Go to facebook.com guitarist Johnny Beane, like the page, send me a message, and you can like Howie's page too. Howie Beane. All right. Bye.